Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is well, okay? Yes. Yeah, I can see nodding and showing hand. Very good. So, yesterday we finished the offering to the ancestor souls, and then as the days go on, weeks and the months, right? We are almost in the 10th month, right? So, year will be ending soon and new will begin. We are very fortunate. We are passing time happily with the family in a very beneficial way. So we thank our fortune. We thank Baba and Rama for it. But then today they start the worshipping of the goddesses. And all over the world, wherever there are people from Bharat, they said they celebrate. Even in USA, they celebrate a lot in temples, at homes, and so they call it 9 nights of goddesses. So they worship different goddesses. And one of goddess is the goddess of contentment called Santoshima. Santosh means contentment. And they ask the goddesses, what they ask goddesses to fulfill their desires, right? And fulfill the desire that I can remain content. And here we are practicing. So we were like offering to ancestor souls, but now we are invoking our own worship worthy form. Because that is what Siddhi Swaroop is, that when you are able to do for yourself first, but then through thought, you are able to bestow, fulfill whatever people call, I have this difficulty or I wish that. So we listen and we know it's Baba who will fulfill the wish of everyone. So even recently, like I realized that we heard about or one of the sister Chandru not suddenly feeling well. So I really wanted to share a lot of Sakash with the soul. So Sakash is not given to the body, right? It's to the soul. So I connect my mind with Baba, and that keeps that soul in front so that Sakash can be shared. It was very beautiful to experience how to give Sakash. I mean, every time it's getting more clear. So I said, but Sakash soul has to receive, right? If soul has to receive it, so Baba has to give. So I remember Baba, but then I keep that soul also in mind, that is, that soul has to receive. And these days, a lot of news about health situations, about different kinds of things are happening a lot. So what we do, good wishes, Sakash, good wishes, Sakash, right? But also because as much I become perfect, so now is to pay attention to your own, invoking one's own divine uh, deity form, worship worthy form. So, Siddhi Sarup is also kind of giving, preparing to give. But of course, as I said, we are paying a lot of attention to first accomplish for the self, have accomplishment for the self, become complete, become perfect. And then, of course, this journey of from awareness to embodiment is the journey, right? I'm content, but then suddenly something happened and I lose contentment. So they will be celebrating these goddesses, and then on the 10th day, on 15th, they burn this effigy of Ravan. Well, last year we did in Peaceful Age big celebration, but this year we are not there. And then, of course, after 2 weeks, there is Festival of Diwali. Like big celebration for us also because Yagya was established. Dadi surrendered on Diwali. So we celebrate big Diwali everywhere. So as the time is passing now, because it's the days of goddesses, I think it's a kind of, this morning I was with Asia Pacific centers because they are doing something like 9 days tapasya and some different programs because of these goddesses. So I had, class with them for about an hour. They were about 600 of us children. But what they showed in the beginning, I really loved it. Was all about goddesses and every goddess, what specialty they have. Last year we did it, so we thought we don't repeat it. So they start, with Durga, different goddesses. First, we thought we will connect the goddess and the virtue, our practice, but some or other didn't work out. But still, when we say goddess, the contentment, there is a goddess called Santoshima. So I just thought to refer it to you. I'm sure your practice is going well. Yes, you're paying attention. Yeah. Mm. From awareness to embodiment, right? So it will be my thoughts, my words, my actions, my attitude, my drishti. So not only while sitting, but whole day, observe yourself and give yourself observe and attention. Just remind yourself that is called Simriti. And that drop by drop is making our stage. You're becoming Swaroop. You're becoming the embodiment. So from contentment, internally when there is contentment, there is very natural kind of, what we are now doing is stability. So stability begins with first I look at of intellect. Can I be stable in my eternal form? For how long? Can I be stable in my original form? Can I be stable in remembrance of Baba? It's a very beautiful kind of concentration, but you really enjoy it so much. It's like a candle or the lamp flickering, and there is a lamp which is very, very. Sometimes you observe that flame. It's so still and ignites and spreads the light in a very beautiful way. So sometimes it's like internally, because of some subtle thoughts, intellect is not stable. Even when it comes to remembrance of Baba, it's off and on, few minutes, then few minutes. But tomorrow we pay attention, at least 10 minutes, and just stable in one thought. Let's say, my eternal self, 10 minutes. So many times during day on different stages, or I want to be in silence for 10 minutes. So stability of intellect, mind, and also when there will be that stability, you will find in your attitude. Also, you will note stability in the sense of that it's not wandering. Sometimes even our drishti, our ears, right? Even they are fixed in the body. But anything we hear from here, there, they just want to listen everything. So as much I observe that stability, That much I am accumulating. Like Baba was saying, accumulate the power, right? Accumulate the power of words. And it's such a beautiful way when there's stability, because every quality is helping me, especially to increase and to help me for power to discern. So you were reflecting, right, on what I'm saying. Mhm. It's a very good habit of whenever we have few minutes, we're not waiting for something, we internally reflect on what I heard, what you feel about it. If we were all sitting in front, I would ask everyone to share what you were thinking, what you were reflecting. But now, not only we are not personally in front, but also it's quite a big family. So this will, power to discern at this time and to decide is very important. And every quality, every virtue which I am becoming embodiment is helping me. Mm. Not only that, but very, very inspiring, motivational, positive thoughts emerge in the mind. So much service is happening and will be happening more and more. You will get so many invitations for talks and for different programs. Mhm. So Baba has been okay, we can go and give talk is not a big thing. But with your practice, when you are becoming embodiment, as Baba said, even you might have to speak few words, but it will have a big impact, even for sustaining the family, sustaining each other. So all these are like different capacities, and these capacities will keep increasing because we need them. We will need more and more. And that's where I also wanted to say that how important it is to have a thought to serve in whatever way I could serve. Let me be Baba's good instrument. Mm. But I always, this morning, I woke up with Dadi Prakash Mani always used to say Nimit Bhav. Nimit Bhav is that Baba, whatever he wants me to do, I will do. It's not only instrument consciousness, but I am Godfather's instrument. Someone came to Madhuban and said, was from Japan. And this woman was very good server. I keep saying I'm just instrument, but she heard us saying we are God's instrument. She said, "Wow, that's better." Nimit. Because when you are nimit, then there is humility, namrata. Any kind of force, bossiness, whether it's through our drishti or through our words, is not our culture. Our Brahma Baba, he was so humble. Then our Dadi Prakash Mani. Because when there is humility, it shows that you are true instrument of God. But if there is ego, no, Baba said two types. One is ego of my specialties. Other is also sometimes there is something lack of self-respect, weaknesses also. And Baba said in the morning, but by maintaining this, Like I always say, eternal form or original form. Keep practicing that. Because stability, in other words, also is to be consistent. Hmm. I like when Baba said, 24 hours, your mood shouldn't be fluctuating. So that means I have to, internal stability means my moods don't change. Mm. Because deeply within the sanskars, different kinds of energies emerge. So suddenly you could feel that I am not happy, or I am not that intoxicated, I'm losing my enthusiasm. And there is no reason, but it's just deep from that those sanskars. The level of energy keep changing. So that also in a ways that keep yourself stable. And I think that as soon as you find that you are getting low in any quality, then emerge it, pay attention. Maybe you need today attention on having more patience, a little more tolerance. I don't know how many of you watched, or maybe you can see it in YouTube. So this new program which has began, it's for new ones on eight power, spiritual power. Very beautiful. The way it was presented, I thought everyone should see it. Saturdays from 11 to 12 will be. And so, like emerging those powers whenever needed. I mean, goddess is shown with eight hands. We have eight hands, no? We have eight arms, eight powers. So whenever you find that your energy, your quality is less in percentage, emerge one of the power, and you will become the master of those powers with the time. Mm. One time, Dadi Prakashmani, uh, some of us were sitting in the garden near Indraprasth, and someone had certain opinions, wanted to express. Was a very very good instrument, but was saying things little bit in a critical way, right? Some people say things critical but in a nice way. And some there are nice way things they have to show, but they are little critical. So Dhari Prakash Mani was sweetly just sitting with patience. And we were getting little impatient, but can't he stop now? That's enough. So anyway, when everything was over, we said to Dadi Prakash Mani, you didn't feel it at all? She said, I was looking at my powers, if they are working or not. I was looking, is my tolerance working? Is my patience working? And I learned so much from that day. I mean, just imagine that all that is happening and she's only looking at herself, that where are my powers now? Instead of saying, can you stop it? This is not right. You shouldn't say it. And that's what we have to do, right? Look at which power I need more. I can't tolerate something, or I cannot have patience when this is happening. I cannot maintain good wishes for that soul. Mm. So observe and immediately invoke them. More you invoke them, they will know. You will also know that how whether they are working or not. That's why all goddesses are shown eight arms with different ornaments and different weapons. Ornaments are also symbols, and weapons like sword of knowledge, and conch is blown. That's our what words we speak. So stability is consistent. In the end, also, when we will sit in remembrance of Baba, you can just watch your stability. So that will be our homework for tomorrow. And we all had a lot of experience with contentment. So you're like goddesses of contentment. So now we will work on our inner stability tomorrow. Om Shanti.